Hi y'all, thank y'all so much for clicking on today's video. In this video we're going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. I posted one like 5 videos ago, but a lot of things have changed and it's coming up from the spring and the summer, and this is my beat face for those days that I want to wear makeup. So if you're liking what you see, keep watching. And yeah, so we're gonna start off with our eyebrows. I'm kind of gonna zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see how I do this. I like to use the NYX brow pencil in the shade Espresso. This pencil is literally such a great dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. What I like to do is literally just start filling it in. I go with the shape of my natural brow, and in the sparse areas I like to fill it in a little bit fuller. My brows have literally grown a lot, so this is like so much easier. I first make a line at the bottom, and then I start the tail, and then I continue to just fill it in, and then I'm going to do the same to the other brow. Okay, now that they're filled in, we're just going to brush through them with the spoolie that comes at the end of the brush. And I like to brush them upwards because I am very much into the fluffy brow now. So now that my eyebrows are pretty much filled in, they look kind of crazy right now, but I like to use the Got2b glue, and this is just the black one. This is the gel. I just take a little bit, put it on my finger or my hand, but it's kind of messy, so I just leave it just to squirt out a little bit. I take a spoolie and I just brush the hairs upward to make them stay in place. From there, we're just gonna carve up my brows using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, but not too long, maybe like a minute or so. And I'm going to use this flat top concealer brush to blend it out. I've been using this brush for so long. It's so good to blend out concealer. So the eyebrows are done. Now we're going to move on to the face. So to start my face off, I like to use primer. This primer that I'm going to be showing you guys is not the best primer in the world, but it will do. And I use the NYX Studio Perfect Setting Primer, Photo Loving Primer, and this is just one of the few that NYX has. However, my favorite primers include the Too Faced primer, even though we're canceling them because apparently they're racist, and the Milk primer. That primer is that primer is literally fantastic. I definitely need to go to Sephora soon. Okay, I had to manual focus. So anyway, yeah, I love the Milk primer. That one is top tier. So after that, I use the holy grail of drugstore foundations, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. This one is the dewy one. I love it. I definitely want to find more drugstore foundations, but this one just never disappoints me, and I'm kind of scared to venture out. But yeah, this one just never fails me. It doesn't do me wrong. I just skipped a whole step in my routine. Before I even do foundation, I do concealer because I like to let the concealer dry, and then blend out the leftover concealer around my foundation. It just makes it flawless. So I typically just do my eye in my inner corner, under my eye in my inner corner, and then a little line right here, I don't even know what to call this, in the outer corner, because it lifts up my face. And I also don't need that much concealer anyway because I like to use 2 concealers. And then I like to put it under my nose because that's where I get the most redness, and I forget to put foundation there a lot of the time, so I just put some concealer right there. Then over top of that, I used the Tarte Shape Tape. This color was a light ass color for my face for a long time. It still pretty is, but this is in the shade Tan. I use it to brighten because it's so light. And both of these concealers just dry. They dry fast, but they also dry and set like a dream, so it's amazing. Then I like to go in with my foundation and just put it on the places that I mostly need it, which is my cheeks. And then I just blend it out this way. And then if I need more foundation, I'll just use more. I like to use a blush. I like to use a brush when blending out my foundation because sometimes it absorbs, but it just makes it like look so, I feel professional when I use a brush, you know? So before I even blend out my concealer still, I like to do a cream contour because it just seems very natural. And it's easy to blend for me, personally. So I just do it on my forehead, under cheekbone, and make sure to put it upwards. Don't put it like underneath. And then I do my jawline and a little bit on my chin. Then I like to use some rose water and then just blend out the highlighted parts, and then I blend the darker parts. So what the dried up concealer does, it makes sure that the concealer stays in place. You don't want the highlighted parts to just be moving all around in your face. And there's a reason why we put the concealer there. Make sure I put it on my eyelid because I'm not doing eyeshadow today, but when I do, I don't want it to be moving all around. And sometimes if I have extra product on my face that I don't really need, I like to put it on the back of my hand. So like I'm not moving too much product around. I'm gonna redo my nose. And I'll make two, usually they're closer together than this, but I'll just make two lines. And then a little U on my nose, and then I like to make a little curve like that, so it creates a little button. Now we're going to blend out the contour. On my forehead, I like to be more precise and get like a smaller contour brush. Now we're gonna blend everything out, and I use this blending brush. It's not really for your face, I think it's for your eyes, but it works just as well. And I like to blend upwards, so I'll make sure I have some color in my eye. Also really love how warm this concealer is. It's not like a cool tone concealer. We're gonna set everything, and I use the Nicka K banana powder. There are much better powders than this. I ran out of all of my high-end makeup products and I don't have a job, so beauty supply store or, you know, drugstore makeup works just as well. But usually I like to use the Laura Mercier powder. 10 out of 10, amazing. And then I like to set everywhere else that likes to move around, like under my nose, my chin, and my cheeks. Then I like to go in with my blush, and this is the NYX blush. I think I talked about this blush in my other video, my last makeup routine video, and this is in the shade Feel the Heat. I changed the way, well, the direction that my blush goes. I like to do it upwards. So I put it at the highest point of my cheeks. Like I literally put it on my cheekbone. It just makes sure, it just lifts your face, and I love it. Like, wow. Okay, now I'm gonna dust away the baked product. Now, I like to say a lot of things are my favorite part, but this is low-key my favorite part. I do faux freckles. Why aren't you focused? So, I take the contour concealer that I had before, and I get this little, basically it's like just a pointed brush, and then just make little dots on my face. I like to go under my eyes, like towards my temple, and then on my nose. Now I like to take my beauty blender and just go over top of where I put the freckles. Then for some extra beauty marks, I take a regular black liner and put one right here, and right here. Okay, now we put on my lashes and we're almost done. I don't know what brand these are, but amazing. And of course, we're using the Fenty highlight. Her highlighters are absolutely amazing and so stunning. Then for my nose, I like to make a little heart. And then just a little line. For lips, I like to use the NYX lip pencil in the shade brown. The Fenty lip gloss, 10 out of 10. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and my camera doesn't want to focus on me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoyed me or my personality, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Leave some video recommendations for me. It's not like I'm running out, but I like to see what people like. I'll see you guys in my next video.